We got RALO on his drug operation, moving hundreds of pounds of coke, weed, and heroin. They say he regret moving weed. Let's check it out, man. Hey, before we get to the video, though, if this your first time watching one of my videos, man, then go hit the subscribe button. Go like the video, because you going to be back for another vid. I'm going to just tell you that right now. You going to come back, bro. So you might as well go on lock in.
Now, from your operation, we never really got to real details about your operation. I mean, the case is over with. We still don't have to get super detailed, but I just want to get an idea. So, were you like the El Chapo of Atlanta? Like, what would you compare yourself to?
Man, I was just a hustling nigga that goddamn came from nothing and appreciated what I was given, and I just knew I just grabbed a method and it just worked out for me. I was able to buy a certain amount of coke that paid for my whole re-up, and at the same time I still had another thing that I was making a lot of money off of, and it just kept working. You smell me? And I just, if it ain't broke, you don't fix it.
When did you realize that?
This nigga doing an interview with a Maybach, bro. That's hard.
Yo, this shit is different. Like, how much money did you ever make? Like, maybe your first 100,000 or $20,000 a day.
I made $100,000 when I was like 18. You smell me? So like, it didn't. My first big money that I really noticed was $850,000. You smell
Why
me?
that
And
number?
that's when I knew. I was like, okay, oh bitch, I'm getting money. I'm
But
getting
why
me
that
some
number
real.
though? Why that number?
Because like I was really hustling, and I think when you really like, you gotta go re up, and you got to put this shit out, then you got bad packs and shit. So I just suddenly sat down one day and just went inside the bank and I counted that shit. And I
Mm.
and then the beans was getting too small. The I bought the biggest say deposit box in that bitch, and it got full. I'm like, God damn, this bitch I never got full. So I started saying, okay, I'm gonna get some of these smaller bills and turn them into big bills. Then when I knew that all the whole box, cause I used to still be scared inside the bank, like, what one of these motherfuckers coming here? What one of these motherfuckers coming here? So I used to be like, hurry up and put money in there and shit, and hurry up and put this shit inside the safe deposit box. So when I knew that it was all big bills in this bitch, I said, oh, I need another security box. I need to get another one. Oh, it's some big money in this motherfucker. So let me count. And I counted. I had $850,000.
But why take illegal money to the bank though? Why not stash it away, bury it underground or something?
Man, that shit be like a myth. Like, I wasn't gonna bury my goddamn money. I don't feel comfortable with burying my goddamn money on the ground. I put that shit in the safe deposit box, and I knew nigga had to rob the bank to get this out of there. I ain't no. You fuck around and you need help with this shovel and shit, and the bitch be done be like, oh, I know where he put his money at and rob you, steal your shit. I don't know. I put this shit in the safe deposit box.
All
I
real
got a little
shit.
key, and I come in and out this motherfucker when I get ready during bank hours. So what I did with that 850, I wanted to go buy me some more work. That's what I did.
What what was the most money you made in 1 week?
Shit, I don't even remember. Son, that shit just coming. It started being normal. Like, you don't really think I ain't never compete with myself in how much I need to make. I always competed with, okay, I gotta make sure bread on straight. What I gotta do to make sure my men got somewhere to stay or some reliable transportation. One of these niggas motor go out. This nigga need a lawyer. This nigga need a bond. This nigga need, okay, the truck just got busted. I gotta go buy some more. I gotta get another house to trap out. So my brain was never into how much money to make. It was always how to
Bro,
make
that trap shit,
money.
that's really like you in the trap, bro, that's a real business, bro. Like, that's a real business. Like, if you run a successful trap operation, drug operation, bro, you can run any business you could think of, bro. Like, that's a real business, man. Like, that's a real hustle. You just gotta turn that trap shit into a real business, like a legit business, bro. You gonna make way more money, bro.
Maintain this empire and keep building.
So you weren't never keeping a track of how much money was being made weekly.
It was never about the money. It was always about making sure
Shit was
people
straight.
was straight. You smell me?
Yeah.
Like niggas was going to jail. Niggas was dying. You had to pay for funerals. You had to pay for lawyers. You know, bills need to be paid. Car notes. Bitches were putting sneaker bars in some of the bros' gas tank. I had to buy new motors. Like it just shit was just going on. Life was just life, and that shit just went by so fast. Well, you know, you've been making them out of 4 or 5 years.
Did it become stressful?
It became very stressful. When I got on that jet and them folk came on that bitch and came and got me, I felt like a mountain just lifted off of me. I felt like, yes, like I ain't gotta do this shit no more.
Wow. So
Damn.
it was like a relief.
A massive release.
Did you ever feel it coming though?
I always knew it was coming. I was trying to, what my stupid ass did, what my slick ass tried to do was convert all this heroin and cocaine into marijuana money. But this marijuana was so bunky, you gotta think about it, 10, 20 bricks of cocaine, that shit be like this. Nigga, this ain't never 25 pounds of weed, you smell me? So, nigga, you gotta have so much weed to make money that I was never like, so the transporting it,
Nah, I
like
feel you.
transporting it, dog.
Oh God, he's saying some real shit though. Yeah, I ain't never seen no cocaine, but for sure. What the hell?
10 bricks of boy look like so small, 10 bricks of girl look so small. But 1,000 pounds of weed, that shit looks so bunky and so big. You need trucks and shit and planes and shit. I ain't never had to do that shit on the dog food.
Mm.
It was kind of a gift and a curse to go over and try to cross over into weed. But that shit was like, I think it was a bad idea.
So you think it was a bad decision to start selling weed? You should have just stuck with the coke and heroin.
I ain't ever get caught. Yeah, I ain't ever get caught.
Real shit.
Were there differences in the clientele? Because you know they say cocaine is a
I'm talking about silent clientele and dog food and the cocaine. I ain't ever, you know, I was promoting this weed shit on my Instagram. Hey, I got weed because I'm thinking this shit don't carry time. I ain't think I was doing no motherfucking major crime by saying I got the loads of weed. Like shit, this show was doing every fucking day and I ain't got locked up. You smell me?
So what's the differences between the clientele? I know cocaine is a rich man's drug that they like to say.
I ain't gonna say that because shit, you got people, mamas and shit that's not powder that don't even show their kids. That they try to hide that shit. You got heroin junkies that they're ashamed of the shit. So, you know, a motherfucker pull out a blunt right in your face and smoke it. Versus a person with a needle, you don't see that shit every day like that no more. You smell me? Like you don't see everybody putting needles in their arm right in front of their kids and shit. So the clientele and the whole approach with this weed and other narcotics is totally different. Because people hide that shit. Well, people don't really hide weed.
Yeah. Was it ever with the cocaine? Did you know how to make it yourself?
I knew how to scratch it. I didn't know how to make it. Of course, it came from over my man. You know, they made sure I was scratched with the best. I stretched that shit. I got all the good little techniques to stretch it and make it real good and stay potent and make it come back in the bowl and make it come back in, you know, and make it come back in your nose because you want that shit to come back right. You don't want it to burn their nose. You want it to drain right. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's a lot of different sciences and techniques to, you know, cut. That way you find your money. You know what I'm saying? That's how you really get down.
And
ain't no, I don't deal with none of the coke and none of them hard. Hell nah. No Sersky.
Dog food, white people. Coke.
Dog food.
Coke. I mean, Coke was just a little help with the dog because people like the speedball. They like to put the Coke with the dog food and speedball. it get on this.
Explain speed. So it just heightens the highness.
Mm-hmm. You know, I ain't never did none of this shit, but you know, that's kind of what they have told me.
So how do you know your quality is good if you never tried it? You have some like testers and shit.
Yeah, you gonna know they gonna keep coming if it's good. They ain't coming, they ain't good. You know, that's how you know.
So I mean, did you used to like you yourself like when people would come to the trap? Like, was it lines around the trap or like?
You know me. You know I'm like one of them niggas that's was always organized. So I'm like McDonald's. I put one right here so they can hurry up and buy you. Go. I put one up the street. So like wherever my demographic of people coming, I make sure I can accommodate them people in those different areas.
Smart
I
man.
had houses every damn well. That's why I started buying real estate. I started doing it like that first because they kept trying to kick me out of here where I went. I had to buy them bitches so I ain't have to get kicked out no more. But I had hell of traffic now, don't get me wrong.
Was it ever times where a customer needed you to front them? Would you ever front them or?
I had some shit inside some little couches and we just gave them all out every day. Like whenever they needed to fix, here go a couch. That'll fix you. You know what I'm saying?
That's smart because that'll make them come back.
I mean, it's just get them off in front of the door. You don't want nobody at the door begging and shit. You know, some people got a passion for people asking them for shit, and they like to feel king, and it makes their dick hard and make them happy. I don't with that. If I got it to give, I'm gone.
Do you think you're the biggest drug dealer to ever come out of Atlanta?
I wouldn't say that. You know, it's a lot of niggas that made a lot of fucking money. I just got down. I'm gonna just say I'm probably the most caring, and probably the most passionate, and probably the most biggest person that gave back from our city. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
A lot of niggas made money. There's still niggas in the city making more money than me right now that ain't giving back the way I give back. So I wouldn't say I was the biggest, but I damn sure can say that, you know, I don't know if to say if I'm the realest or whatnot, but I will say that I'm the most caring. I care about my people. I'm still over here in the hood right now. I know nigga with no 15, $20 million over here. But me.
Tough. Shout out to RALO, man. No cap.